block content. What's happening, my Block buddies? This is a brand new episode of Blocked Content, and today we're looking at some Super Mario Odyssey shots from the Direct, which was really amazing. So we're starting off with, these are the press pictures that only the press gets to see, so we're releasing them now and talking a little bit about them. So this is one of the shots from the Sand Kingdom, and I like the depth of field here. Here we have a shot from inside of the Odyssey, a place that you can actually customize yourself, which I think is really cool. So all these treasures that you see in this room, you can actually collect those in the game. You can spend your coins to get them and to kind of create your own little comfy tiny living space in the Odyssey. And I love that the chairs almost look like hats and the cabinets look like hats as well. That's pretty cool. So this is a very cool shot. This reminded a lot of people of Granddad. I don't know if you guys know about this, but Granddad is sort of like this very old sprite Mario that's like a Flintstones mesh, and it's really cool. So maybe the outfit is inspired by that, but Mario just casually sleeping next to a T-Rex. That's got to be a very cool sight. And I love the Dry Bones hat that he wears. He's like, yeah, he just, took out a Dry Bones and that's his hat now. Pretty cool. So we also have a little bit of New Donk City. I really like the graffiti over here too, and it's actually Pauline's very old character model, and it kind of looks like Peach too, because it's a blonde character, but actually Peach back in those days wasn't blonde at all, and Pauline was instead, which is really funny. So they both kind of changed their colors, their outfit, right? And now we have Mario with his Mario Paint outfit. That's really cool. So Mario Paint outfit with the backwards hat, and of course Donkey Kong makes a tiny appearance too. Now, this is an in-game screenshot and it looks beautiful. It kind of looks like the Breath of the Mario, the Breath of the Wild, kind of like a Mario scenario. And I like that you can see the compass here as well. So this is where the most near moon is right now, the next moon that you need to collect. And this is, of course, the Wooded Kingdom. This is where we already saw a lot of footage of, and it's apparently in this big dome. It's like this place where Bowser supposedly gets his flowers for the wedding. So there's a theory on that, and it'll come pretty soon. Now there's a shot also of the Cascade Kingdom. A lot of people think these are, one and the same kingdom, the Wooded Kingdom and the Cascade one, but it's not. The Cascade Kingdom is very lush and not dark at all. It's very vibrant, and it has dinosaurs in it. It also has a lot of chain chomps, which you can already see hints of in the back as well. You can see the checkpoint flag, and you can still see, the HUD and everything. So I really love these like in-game screenshots that show a little bit more of what the actual HUD will look like, and it's minimalist. And I think a lot of people really love that approach to it. Now we also have the Metro Kingdom, and you can already see a mission over there in the distance. And you can see a lot of NPCs. They kind of look the same. I don't really know why they would choose a picture like this where the NPCs kind of look alike. That's pretty weird, but it looks awesome. It looks pretty much like a Sonic Adventure, and Mario's looking at them. I think that it's programmed that Mario looks at, the coins that are scattered and the blocks and even the human NPCs, which is really cool. Also, look at those taxi cabs. They've never looked this good before in a Mario game, and probably never appeared in a Mario game. So this is the Odyssey in the Sand Kingdom. You can already see Hint Toad right there on the right, and of course all the juice that you have to inject into the Odyssey to get it to work, to get it to go to a new place. Now you can see here that Mario has collected a sticker to place on it. It's sort of like a graffiti style sticker, and has Pauline on it and a little bit of New Donk City as well, and the yellow taxi cabs. But you can customize the outside of the Odyssey just as well as the inside, so I thought that was really cool for Nintendo to show off here. Now this is one of the filters that you can actually put in a picture, so you can take screenshots in the game. This was announced at the Direct, which is really fun, so you can go crazy with that and change the camera angle and stuff, and you can put like filters on it, you can change it around. So this is a very cool paint filter, and Bowser looks gigantic in size. So did Bowser grow because of a spell, or is he just this big? I don't know. This is the Luncheon Kingdom, and another HUD display, and I like the more that we see of this kingdom. It kind of feels like a Kingdom Hearts sort of thing, where every world is a different graphical style, but Mario's style still stays the same. So I would have loved to see Mario be more polygonal, but still this works. And I think this is going to be a very platform heavy section, so it might appear later in the game. Now this is of course a new area that was shown at the Direct, and this is the Snow Kingdom. And this is the cutest picture of Mario you'll see all day, with those cute boots and kind of like the ice climber look, right? So the Snow Kingdom kind of could be called the Ice Kingdom, because a lot of stuff that we've seen from it is basically ice areas, freezing cold, and you know, hailstorms and stuff like that. So it might appear later in the game because it looks pretty hard and slippery as well. So this is the chef Mario trying to cook up stew. There are these tomato cans on the side as well. If you walk through them, you kick them. So you might kick them into enemies. You might kick them into a pot of stew. And that's how you, achieve these missions and kind of get these extra power moons. So Mario's doing pretty well collecting this. And it kind of reminds me of Super Mario Bros. 2, where you were able to like pick up turnips and stuff like that. So this is a very cool, like, stylish picture. This actually appeared in the Sand Kingdom, and these are like the NPC characters, but like turned bad. These are like the zombie, like the mummy kind. And what's really cool about this is that this is a filter for the Snapshot Mode, and also you can place the Super Mario Odyssey logo on there. So there's a lot of cool, different new ideas that are being developed here. And even though these ideas are very old and kind of like this picture, they've appeared in numerous games. They've even appeared in like Halo years before. And it was like, yeah, you can take snapshots, turn the camera around, and then get in for the perfect shot. I think I'm going to be doing that a lot because I used to do it in Smash a lot. Oh, and by the way, the eel returns from Super Mario 64. That was Nightmare Fuel back then, and it is Nightmare Fuel right now. So yeah, I'm not too pleased seeing them, but still, it's a cool throwback. Nightmare. So this is what Nintendo showed off in the Direct as well, which is very cool because it's sort of like this iPhone sort of like phone, this vertical look. So you can take pictures in the game. You can even, optimize them for your smartphone, for sharing them or making them your background or something. So this was actually the first picture that they showed off. So Mario threw Cappy towards the screen. Looks awesome. Now, Mario, of course, on his scooty scoot, making these rat jumps. This is the best way to show off. Like, this is almost like a Grand Theft Auto like mod, like a screenshot of a Grand Theft Auto mod, but it looks really cool. And you can already see those purple coins in the distance. And this is actually the same area where we saw the graffiti. You can see that in the back. That's the Pauline graffiti that you can spot there. So we kind of know where to place this in the Metro Kingdom as of now. So the next picture kind of talks about the Sand Kingdom a little bit more. This is the Sheriff Mario on the Jaxi. So this outfit is so cool. I think it's referencing the old Super Mario Brothers cartoon where Mario and Luigi were both cowboys as well. And what's really interesting about this picture is just, how cute the town looks from afar, but also that the moon is so prominent in every single stage, and you can see it right there. So there's a lot more we'll get to share about the moon in this game, because the moon is a big deal. You can see here, this was one of my favorite shots because they just blurred the outlines a bit, like you can do on Instagram, and it looks really, really cool. This is the Wooded Kingdom and a Fire Bro. But if Mario takes over a Fire Bro, he's got this cool sideways cap and he looks angry, but he's still got the mustache. I really like this look, and I think, as one of our users has said, it kind of feels like this is the Fire Flower of the game, right? No actual power-ups, just taking over characters. And now this, I discussed this already when we did the live stream with you guys. By the way, for everyone who tuned in, thank you so much. It's a lot of fun to have you guys live, and I'll announce them a little bit more going forward. But having this T-Rex jump like Mario, that's the cutest. Look at those little arms, and of course the mustache, and having the Mario cap. This is a great shot. So this was what people got freaked out about, This is the world map. It's actually the planet Earth. And of course, the giant moon is right there too. I don't know if that's for sure Bowser's smile that's on the right side of it, but it could be. And now you can also see the different kingdoms. So you can already see a hint of the Snow Kingdom. You can see the Wooded Kingdom right there. Maybe the Mushroom Kingdom is on the right of this, or maybe the Mushroom Kingdom is where Mario's hat is at right now. But it feels like that's the Cascade Kingdom. Now Mario and Cappy are looking outside, and of course Mario is not wearing his hat because that is Cappy now. He can transform into it. So Cappy's species is sort of like a boo with very cute hair and kind of looks like a hat itself. So it's a weird species that we've not seen before. I'm not really sure if I like the design. I think they should have gone with something a little bit more experimental and not just a boo with like a hat shape. And this is of course the shot that we saw before, but we get a little bit more detail, and I really like that because they're showing a lot of different hints to other kingdoms inside the kingdoms that we already see. So that's a lot of fun. And of course just the detail on this shot is really cool because Nintendo is showing that, hey, this game's got the graphical style, you can turn around the camera, you can zoom in, just do it and have fun. And this is of course the Cap Kingdom, and I thought that this was going to be like one of the first kingdoms in the game, kind of like a tutorial stage. We've already learned that you cannot walk in the water, you cannot swim in the water. It says like, it has like this sign that says, you know, death is death is near with you if you come close. And I love that there's this frog with Mario's hat and the mustache, so this is probably the first enemy you take over, that's my guess. And look how big that moon is over here too. Now this is where things get scary. Bowser, right now in his wedding outfit, has the tiara, and I think it's even called Chiara. So this little ghostly creature is so scared being grabbed by Bowser, and now we've learned from the Direct that Cappy is actually trying to save Chiara. So this is a really cute story, and we've already kind of rumored it before, but you know, Mario fights Bowser to save Peach, so Cappy has to fight Bowser, I guess, to rescue Chiara, which is really cool. So this is the shot that got a lot of people, including me, during the stream talking. This is this is pretty insane. I don't want to say too much about it, but it's weird seeing Mario without gloves for first, you know, without shoes. But yeah, I think it's canon right now. Mario does not have chest hair. Also, he's got nice trunks. And also nipples confirmed. Anyway, we have Peach right here, and this is a very cool shot because the shot that we got before from the first trailer showed an almost different art style. This shot, you can actually show it side by side. I might do that in a future video. You can see that the eyes have changed a lot. She has tiara on her head. The textures in the background are completely revamped, and you know, a lot of tiny detail too. This looks a lot better. Now this is Mario in the Cap Kingdom. We can already see a little bit more detail in the Cap Village in the back, and this is where Mario presumably meets Cappy for the first time, and there's something that happened with Mario's cap, some sort of accident. Maybe there was a crash with the Odyssey, and he just Cappy found his hat all scrunched up. And this is a very cool like cinematic shot with the blur around it, and this is Hint Toad. So I love that Hint Toad has like this book, like this strategy guide, and he's like helping you out. I like that the blue Toad from the Toad Brigade finally has like a function. It's Hint Toad, and this is Mario's caterpillar form from the new kingdom that we don't know all that much about. Now this is a postcard, also a cool in-game screenshot of the Cascade Kingdom and Mario's very cool safari outfit, and a couple of new enemies that we've not seen before. So I kind of call them hedgehogs, or it's kind of weird, right? They have Cappy eyes, but that blue hedgehog, does it remind you of anything? So here's Pauline. This is a really cool cinematic shot. I think that this might even be a CG cutscene because her model looks very close to something like a CG model would look like, and not necessarily an in-game model. So fingers crossed for having a lot of CG cutscenes in this game. I think at least one, maybe introducing a little bit of every kingdom in the start of it, right? And this is the final screenshot that we have before we go to the comment question, and this is the Luncheon Kingdom with a very angry Chef Mario fighting I think we call them Pan Brothers or something like that, or Cook Brothers. They're really awesome. So about the comment question, as you guys know, you can send in your questions in the comments down below and we discuss them. So the previous comment question, we got a very cute answer, and it comes to us in way of Geo, and it was about Super Smash Brothers, and he says, "Oh man, I would love to see a grand reveal trailer for possibly one of the most requested characters of all time, Shrek. Somebody..." No, just kidding. In all seriousness, I would love to see a representation from the Golden Sun series. It's been heavily teased before, but unfortunately, no such thing has occurred. I'd be thrilled if Isaac were to appear in a grand reveal trailer. I agree with you on that one. That's a really cool prediction, and I hope that we have more Smash coming. I do think so. I think we're very close to having more Smash. It didn't happen in the Direct, but we got more Mario Odyssey, and there's a lot more Mario Odyssey news to come. So thank you guys for sticking around. Press the subscribe button, become part of our family, and I'll see you guys later.